Hello. Hello. Oh yes, it's working now. It's working now. Hello everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. Today I want to work a bit on the name generator because yesterday we had this idea. I was looking at the names and races and I wanted to define a style, right, for the race name, and we kind of did it. Now. Now I have to kind of think a bit more about it and ensure that it's really what I want, but I would say that at the moment it is pretty good. Now the problem is that our current generator is not supporting multiple races, right? Our name generator is not supporting multiple races. So what I was trying to do, I gave our current name generator code to ChatGPT, and maybe we can do it with Claude as well. And I was trying to understand if let's do it with Claude as well. Now with Gemini, no. So I will give the H file, and then I will give the CPP file. Okay. I think probably Claude is better than that. Um, Just a second, I'm just answering to some messages. Just a sec. Okay, I'm here. Amir. Hello, meanwhile, if any of you joined. So I'm trying to have this... I want to see what it does. Do I have the name generator under Subversion? Absolutely yes. Because maybe what we can do, which is easier, we can just copy paste the... we can just copy paste what he has on top of our implementation and then see the the differences, right? I don't like too much the way he's doing it though. So he's basically creating one function for each. Did he modify it completely, or I think he modified kind of completely, or not? No, there are some pieces that are kind of similar. Yes, this is correct. I think we have to do something like this, right? We have to do something like this. I like the fact that he kept the same structure. Let me see what ChatGPT did. ChatGPT asked it to add the race enumeration. Okay, fine. Extend the generation system with the enumeration, I guess. Yeah. He put the race as which is okay. It's pretty much the same. Oh. He does it this way. Nah, I don't think that's the right way. So basically what it's doing is generating the name and then it's modifying it by adding apostrophes or additional R or additional stuff. But that doesn't seem to be that the best way actually. I think Claude did it so much better. Like insane. He did it like insanely better. I don't need to support the old format actually. But anyway. Let me switch the camera and stuff. Okay, done. He destroyed all the... He destroyed... all the explanation, which is really a pity. The actual race... the actual race, I think we can take it from our race info, but actually we will need to have a sort of definition because we will see. I think enumeration can be fine, but at the same, because I don't think we have an enumeration for race in our project at the moment. I don't think so. Okay, let me see what it did. Just name the types. Increase the phonics to 10. Doesn't seem to be a great idea, but anyway. Race generation rules. So he added a new structure. He added a new structure to keep the race generation rules. Race name, favorite phonemes, whatever, vowels, consonant, allow apostrophes, apostrophe probability, max syllab, mean syllabs, double consonant. But isn't this actually part of the... I think it is, huh? So he kept the generate name and he created a new generate race name. Current race, huh? Why? Why current race? Current race should never be there. Should always be passed. Yeah, exactly. Should be passed as a parameter. This current race seems to be a very bad idea. Name generator race, race generation rules. Helper methods for name generation. It's a bit weird though, because he's doing it kind of in a different way. Oh, a mosquito bite me again? Fuck it. I improved the documentation here, which is very nice. Okay, I see. Let me see what he did on the CPP file. I mean, it's a bit of a pity that the race rules are not in the phonetics, but fine. The problem is if you do it this way, right? The problem is if you do it this way, it will generate only those, right? While the idea was that it would generate with a certain probability, right? So you see? So these are all the letters that we can use. And I think if we go like this, it will be a bit too much. Because then, anyway, let me copy it and see how it looks. So we can take some ideas. Probably we cannot do it this way. I mean, the way it is now is probably not correct. But anyway, seems that the code has no errors, which is interesting. I think he fucked up. I think he fucked up. And he didn't change it. Anyway, you can change it manually. I assume that this one now is completely different from the original, right? Yeah, it is. As expected, pretty much. There are a number of issues in this implementation. The first issue is that, okay, here are the problems. One, I don't need compatibility with the old format. Compatibility with the old format. Two, I think the second problem is that specifying the second problem, right? And this is what I don't understand, right? So if we have this phonic spelling name, right, then what is... Why? I don't understand too much what he's trying to do here. I don't like this. I don't like this. No. The list of preferred. The list of preferred letters. No, it doesn't. In the way this way is really bad. It's not possible. Let's see what it does, but I don't know if he really understands, because probably doesn't. I mean, it's just an AI. It's just an AI at the end, but it's just an AI at the end. I need to drink something. Let me see if we have some water. Yes, we do. Fantastic. Fantastic. By the way, hello everyone. And thank you for joining me in this crazy project. What is it doing? What the hell is doing? I think after some time, I mean, if you iterate too much on the same problem, the AI is like fucking up. But It would be nice if we could just modify the XML so that he can read the additional races, so I don't have to think about it and he can do it automatically. Oh wow, he did something. Okay, so this is the H file. Let's see what it did, my boys. This is the H file. Right. And the CPP file. I think we can copy it all. CPP we can just copy paste and GG. And then he has the structure. I don't like too much the human, but I mean, having the race as I think it should have been like race and then an attribute with the name. I think would have been much clearer, but it's fine. We can change that. Because like this, it is searching, you know, the specific, but bro, I don't know if there is a I don't know. I have the feeling there is still a mosquito running around my house, flying in my house. Okay, and then he did it this way. Okay. Anyway, we have you know we have 9 races, so we can also hard code it. I think it's fine. So actually this thing seems to compile, right? Which is kind of amazing. Let me see again the changes. Let me see the changes. Okay, he added the races, which is fine. He just improved this. I don't know why he did the change from 6 to 10. I think it's completely useless, but fine. He added the race to the name generator. So he's creating a name generator. So he's not calling a generate name with a different... Really? Okay. Fine. I mean, it's the same at the end, but... well, the difference is that then I have to create one new name generator every time, right? While I think in the existing code, I was probably not doing that. Let me see. I don't know if I was creating a new name generator on the fly every time, or I was just generator, new name generator. Actually, yeah, I was creating one for each. Yes. Oh no, this is already a new code. Yeah, there's already a new code. It was in load database. In load database. Yeah, it's completely different. I understand. But it's better, eh? It's better than what it was. Yeah, we were creating... I think the change is not a bad change, guys. I mean, obviously, he's not human or orc dwarf, but I mean, we need to use our races. But the change is not too bad. Why? No, I fucked up. You fucked up completely. Or not. Name generate. Wait, it seems to me there is something weird. Wait. Load for each race. Get no, it's correct. Get race string. Okay, it's doing this. It's doing this to find the. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Maybe it's not the best. It's not the way I would have done it, but. Now, he's creating a generator for each, but I think it's okay, actually. Yeah, if this fails, I think it should really return false and I think it should just return false. Yeah, but this is not bad. This is not bad. So the only thing we need to so for example, let's start with so I think here we need to have our races, right? Can I refactor this without going crazy? For example. Can you do it? Without changing everything? We're missing null 3, but okay, let's go with this for now. I mean, that is already more than enough. And I would say that for our test, probably we could have even one race only, right? I think it's probably the easiest for now. Yeah, maybe we can... yeah, let's do one race only and then we will expand, okay? Because I think it's not the greatest idea to do all the races in one shot, right? Yeah. I don't understand why we have a current race, but because it's inside the name generator, is created with a new anyway. Okay, I think it's probably fine then. It seems that some of this didn't work. Cannot resolve. What do you mean cannot resolve? Because I deleted them. Yeah, it's correct. I just deleted them, so. It is fine. Okay, so now basically what I have to do, I have to change the Phoenix files, this one, right? I have to change this file and I have to specify it with one race. So I will have to do like this. And like this, right? And then I think what we can do, we can go in our game mode. I think is where we have the test, no? Yeah, like a bunch of tests. And probably inside bunch of tests, we can have the name generation. I remember we had the name generation somewhere. No? Generate name. Yeah, obviously this is now different because it needs to know the race. So for now we will just hard code our name generator race. Right. It's only here. I guess so. So basically we can call directly this generate name, right? This generate name. Yes, so now our it's pretty fun. Our random generated NPC will have then the names based on the race, which is great. Exactly. I think if I change this, it's a bit of a problem because this one is called by a blueprint, right? So we have to, unfortunately, we have to force it here, right? We have to force it here. She's not the best, but it's easier than changing the blueprints and everything, right? So I think it's fine. And for now, well, we will have to change it anyway because we will have to pass in the race, which is the currently selected in the character creation, right? But I think we can do that a bit later. I think we can just validate the rules. So in the phonic list, we will have, I don't know, I think we will have to remove certain combinations completely. But I don't know. First we need to support okay, so this thing compiles, incredibly enough. Considering that the AI modified pieces of it, right? But I think inside bunch of tests we can call this generate name, right? And we will get our name buffer as a result, right? First name, yeah, just a string and then call it like this, right? Pretty much. At the moment we are generating always the Ilian name. Which I think is fine. Which I guess is perfectly fine. Yeah, there is also the length, by the way. I don't know if you want to change the length by race. Like, different races have different lengths. At the moment... Let me see. Length low, length high. Do we... No, we don't care. So we assume that this is coming from the outside, yeah. We assume that this is coming from the outside. And it's 4.7, which I think is reasonable anyway. Which I think is reasonable. Generate name. We can print it out. Why not? We can print it out. By the way, guys, how is going today? Tell me a bit about your day. What did you do? What did you do today? Huh? Okay, we start in debug mode and see what happens when we arrive here. Now the Phoenix list is changed already. So it should actually generate something, but let's see. Okay, just loading stuff. Yeah, this bunch of tests is after the loading, after the base loading of, so it may take, ouch, what happened? We crashed? Why? Uh-oh. What? Why did we crash? Ah, we crashed here. No. Why did we crash? Ah. Because the current world is not loaded yet. Oh, fuck. So we need to do this after... Okay. We need to do this here. Because we need a... So, bunch of test, bunch of other tests. Okay. These are basically the ones that are after the initialization of all the managers, right? Bunch of other tests arrives after the initialization of all the managers, so spawn manager should be there. I don't know exactly why we require spawn manager here, but it's the same. It is fine. It's fine. Okay, let's see if we can arrive here. And debug mode, it takes time. We can reduce the... we don't need... let me see. We don't need quests, we don't need NPC. Maybe we can reduce slightly the loading time. Yeah, we can also go... Yeah, it's already all false, actually. Okay. Interesting. It seems to be nicely crashing. Why? Bunch of other tests. Generate name. Name generator. This name generator is not created yet. This name generator. This name generator. Why this name generator is not created? Name generator. New name generator. Yes, it is. Bro, can I see name generator, please? No, I cannot. Fuck. Name generator. Couldn't apply expression side effect, couldn't initialize, dematerialize the result variable. Couldn't read his memory. What I'm doing wrong? what I'm doing wrong. Name generator should be there. Yeah, in fact it is. You see this name generator? It is available. It seems that it's going through this function, which is actually a blueprint callable, that is messing up his life. So, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it outside without... Which, by the way, is exactly the same, so... We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do it this way. GG. Okay, let's try this way. I think it was because we were trying to go through the PS authentication mode and in calling a blueprint callable function. In theory it should be okay, but I don't know why. So we would just go like this, which is direct. And maybe it would be better. Maybe. Oh, we were missing the tunes. Okay, I added them now. Whee! It's only me and you, Sia Keiko. It's only me and you. But, you know, it's fine. You can say, I was there. Okay, so it seems that this time it worked as expected. So the first name is Halosen and the last name is Azarieh. Okay, so in theory, right? In theory, at least this part kind of worked. Now, the problem is, how do we... How do we know now what is the proper... Yeah, but it seems to be working, which is nice. I mean, we can easily extend it for all the races, right? Can easily do that. But before going there, I think we need to... So... I mean, this phonic list that he provided here is really too little, right? It's really too little. So the question, I guess, is, I don't know if the percentages are all summing up to 1 or not. Because you see here we have a bunch of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 1, so I don't know. Fuck. We finished the because if they add up to 1 is a mess, right? Wow, this is nice that. Why I'm not there? I want to be there too. Hello, Ozan. Because you are on YouTube and currently the characters walking on the screen are connected on Twitch. Are connected to Twitch. So if you want, you can go to the Twitch channel, which is this one, and you will be there then as well, because this program does not support multiple streaming thingies, so unfortunately. Yes, within each fatality name, all the beginner probability of person relaxing to 1. Female first name 1, male first name 0099. Oh my god, so if we change them. Wow. 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 That is kind of insane. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. So we can say, okay, so with that in mind, The problem is, should we also just remove some combinations, right? So that is a bit of the question. Should we just remove the because if we don't remove some of the the problem is that if we remove them, right? If we remove or we give a very low probability, or so the point is, do we remove them? Should we remove them or should we keep them as low probability? That is what I don't know, actually. Do you think he can do it? Do you think he can do it, boys? I mean, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. I don't remember the apostrophe. Are we adding it at the end or not? I think we are. Bra. Bye, bye, bye. Hello, Video Nomad. Generating wall of text, exactly. Exactly. Fantastic. Fantastic. Will it work? No idea. But if it works, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Wow. He removed a bunch of stuff. I think he removed too many. I think he removed too many. I mean, we can try, but I think he removed too many. Let's see. We should ask to generate maybe 20 of them or whatever, because if we just generate one, you know, it's not really easy to understand if he's doing his job or not. So we should probably do a for loop here. Male, female, so female is 0. Female is 0. No, it's not male, 0. Male, female, family. 0, 1, 2. I think we should for loop here somehow. Huh? No? It doesn't do it automatically anymore? Huh, it does. Let's say 10. So it does it 10 times. So is female family, no, female male family. Female male. Yeah, let me remove first, because first is not really important. Okay. Let's call it female, male. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to change this system so that we can generate different names for different races, right? Following following different rules, right? That is what I'm trying to do. So that when you generate an Enkidukai, you know, the name is like the one of an Enkidukai. When you generate a Kran, is similar to a Kran, and so on, right? So I'm changing the code to do that. Hello, Hula. Later I had to join, but now I am with you. Hello, hello. We have a generator, but is a single generator for everything, right? So every race basically is getting the same names. Every race is getting the same names. While we want to generate different names based on the race. Understand? Understand. Without a typical name for Cran, I have created here a rule, right? I have created here a rule for each race. So each race has a pattern, has some specific letters and things. So for the Cran, that is the thing. Like Gok, Tru, Krub, Drok, Krun. Understand? I think the length also makes sense. So probably we have to expand the XML to actually take the length that we want by race. So I may change that. So for example, in this case, it generated Odarula, Gidurece, Faufer. Doesn't really sound very Ilian-like, but Porayayen, Befere, Kinerech. Barase, Sacibala, Palacera, Cana Chiaso, Porinan, Fece, Derilir. One of the problem I think is the ending, right? So for example, now is ending with an R or with a K. And I'm not completely sure that I want that. Well, maybe for the Ilian I want. Liluina. Liluina is fantastic. Raras. So I think we need, but I don't understand exactly this 4 and 7. Length low, length high. Length low, length high. Is it for the number of letters or is it for the number of patterns? I think it's probably a number of patterns because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. For example, this one came out as 9. So I think it's the number, low and high is the number of pattern. So, I mean, the number of patterns, the number of these things, right? The number of these things. But I think that the problem is that the generation... For example, we may decide to remove the double, right? For example, we have OO, we have SS, we have RR, right? So for example, for the Ilian, we could remove all the doubles. and BB. I think we could remove all the doubles. I don't know why he kept the doubles though. Are there names with doubles? I mean, he gave it a very, very, very low percentage actually, like 0.001, right? So this is basically never happening. In fact, in our generation, we didn't get any doubles, I guess. No, we didn't. The problem is that it doesn't really sound correct, right? Like in this case, the ending looks very often to be a vowel, right? You see how many vowels we have. So in 10 generations, we got the vowel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got it 8 times out of 10 for the female, and for the male 4, 5, 6. For the male 6. So actually, yeah, for the male the percentage of that is you can make a nice song with it. Perhaps ChatGPT can help. Yeah, we are working with Claude and ChatGPT at the same time. Hola, you just joined late, but we have been working with them for the whole time. And they gave a decent result, right? They gave a decent result, but I mean, this is not really generating that. I want to see if he changed also the post joiner or not. It's not a very easy job, guys, and it's not a very easy job. Yeah, he also changed some of the. He also changed some of this post joiner, pre-joiner. Post joiner, pre-joiner. He changed that as well. Didn't change many, but he changed some, right? Like, for example, I know, but it's different because it collapsed it, so I cannot really look line by line. Cannot really look line by line. Yeah, no, I didn't change that. I think this one remain as they were. But I think it deleted a bit too much, no? There are some weird patterns, like for example, Asian, this one, right? Or Aug. Or Lichos, like Chios, like delicious, right? I don't think anyone can be called delicious. I think there are some weird patterns in here, actually. But for example, GY, right? GY was removed. I think it removed really a lot. I like they removed all the doubles. I mean, overall it's not too bad, right? But we can try with another. We can try with another race, like the Enki, for example. If he can do it. Okay, now I need the same. I need a file. I need an XML for the Enkidukai race. Their name definition is this. I don't know if he can do it. No. He cannot do it. Nah, I cannot do it. Cannot do it. Hey, bro. Hey, 1%, bro. I don't know. 2 lines. I can type 2 lines. Fuck you. Yeah, I can write like 3 lines. I have 3 lines left. No. Fuck it. We can start a new conversation, but if I start a new conversation, it will not work. Because he will not know what I mean, right? Yeah, exactly. It doesn't know, right? Bam, bam, bam. I don't know if he can do it because I already pasted like a million things, but I mean, it is very useful, so in theory I could upgrade and pay money. Pay money to get a service. Well, it makes sense. I test to do a job for Cloud at the moment. My PC allow me to do it. Which kind of job? Which kind of job, my friend? Where is the apostrophe? Didn't put the apostrophe in. I think the apostrophe should be there somehow. Prr. No! It's done. It's done, bro. We cannot use it anymore. Unless we upgrade. $15 per month. No! Shit. It was actually pretty good. But it didn't work. It didn't work, my friends. We reached the end. We reached the end of our thing. We are fucked. We are fucked. I mean, we can change it, but how do we... I have found on Gallica, the National Library, an old book with poetry in patois. About an art expo, I have a poem, but I haven't the pics. So you want to add the pics? You want to add the pics? So I would like to add the apostrophe, right? But so the point is that beginner should be 0, ender should be 0, middle should be pre-joiner or post-joiner. I think it should be yes, yes, no? And middle, I think is relevant. So probably 001 is good. So this means that we have to remove from this 001. Example, the sum of all beginner. Perhaps I give the point to Claude, he can make the pictures. Maybe, but I think Grok is better for pictures. I would use Grok. I don't know if Claude can do it. It is super slow, huh? Very nice. This is in the family name, huh? That is in the family name. We will have to do exactly the same for this. So we'll have to do exactly the same for this and for that. No, I need it. Okay, it's messing up now. It's messing up now. He completely fucked up. He completely fucked up. Maybe he can paint it, Ulla. Maybe he can paint it. It is possible. It is very possible. Okay. Fantastic. Nah, I cannot do it. You cannot do it if you ask it. Oh, fuck. Doing it in pieces anyway kind of works. Doing it in pieces is kind of reasonable. So we can do it. We can do it, my boys. I don't know if it will work at the end, but I think yeah, I think it may. I think it may work. I think I need to add the length of the name because I think that the at least the first name of the clan tend to be shorter. Maybe the Nolthrir names tend to be slightly longer, right? So I think we can also play with that. Okay, let me see what happens with this. So if we go... So if we expand this, right, and... and we do this. And we do this. And then we go here and we generate and we generate this 10 times, right? Well, at least the code now is supporting the thing. The problem will be to generate the proper data, right? So to have the proper data and is it compiling or not? Please compile. By the way, guys, while you are there watching, I can tell you that our game is actually released, so you can play it if you want. You go to our main webpage and you click on download now and you can actually download it and play it for free. Pam pam param pam. Is it doing something or not? Hello? Okay, starting now. He recompiled and he's starting now. Yeah, but anyway, the system works, right? So we can basically have for every race a different phonetic file, which is what I wanted to have. Now, we can default to the main one, so we can have like a generic, and we can still use the generic until we finalize all the files, but I think it's good. I don't know if we have enough repetitions, right? But we will see. Well, here there are a lot of repetition. For example, we are missing double S. Why? What do you mean? No data found for Race and Kidukai. No data found for Race and Kidukai. Ah, because I put it in the wrong place. No. Okay. Because I put it in org, I didn't put it in Phoenix, Phonics, whatever. That. I think this is a cool idea. Just need to understand if it works, but I think it's a kind of a cool idea. I really like it. Also because this will work for all our randomly generated NPC, right? So if we want to have villagers, like we said, running around the city, and they have a name, the names will be generated, right? And I think it would be cool to see them that way, right? Yeah. Now I guess the only problem is for the cran for female and male, but we can use the same file. Yeah, exactly. We use the same file. Now we'll use the male. We'll only have probably the male. And we will use the male only. Yeah, we use one file. Okay. Okay. Pam 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 pam. Bam 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 bam. Okay, we should see it in a second. I mean, the apostrophe is 10%, so maybe we should increase it more, but Areas ririsaje. That is not too bad. I mean, it's definitely different from the male one. Zerazir. Risa. Zishese. They're not bad names. Ariresazi Sehaha. We are not hitting the the apostrophe though. Why? We are never hitting the apostrophe. Why? Is middle 10%? Strange. Ah, there is one. We got it now. By the way, is it possible in PlaneShift to have the apostrophe in the name? Probably not. So in reality, I'm doing something that is not possible. No, I just realized now. If you create a new character and you try to put a name with an apostrophe, I think it will tell you cannot, right? Maybe in the last name you can.
And here the story begins. Someone special was born. far away from where his mission would be accomplished. The Klyros from Eskelia, a land.
If I do this. First name contains invalid character or repetitions. Yeah. If I do it in the last name. Fuck! I just realized that we cannot have a name with
The Klyros from Eskelia, a land.
We cannot have a name with an apostrophe. No, fuck it. Jesus. We cannot. It's impossible. It's not supported, my friends. No. I have to redo the calculation, but it's fine. We can recalculate and remove the last. Or I can just... I think if I just remove the last one, it will still work or not. No, I think he has to match. I think he has to match. But I can actually just take from Claude the previous version, right? Because I had the version with... yeah, exactly. I had a version without... Yeah, I can just take this and that's it. Before the addition of the... I mean, the names are not bad. I think they are slightly more Enki-like. And they seems to be kind of different from the Ilian one. So I think the mission is kind of accomplished, right? In terms of changing... Having the names look different, I think it kind of does, because, like, for example, right, PR, right, PR in the Ilian is not even there. There is P and PH, but PR is not there, for example, right? Or RR, I think also RR is not here. No, RR is here. With 0050 and here is 006, yeah, with higher, yeah, ZIH, it's very different anyway. It's very different. It is very, very different. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go. I have to go a bit earlier today because tomorrow I'm waking up earlier. But yeah, we did the change. So the code now is supporting multiple races and multiple phonetic generations. Maybe one thing that would be nice would be to add to the XML the length low and length high. So we don't have to specify it. We don't have to specify it in the code, right? Because I think it looks a bit weird that it is in the code. And that is not very hard to do because it's just a matter of adding few attributes, right? In the and put it in the generator. Now we'll have to put it new female name, race, family name. So we put it under. Yeah, we put it here, right? So there should be a min and max. So for every one of those, there should be a min and max attribute, which at the moment can be 4 and 7 everywhere. But in theory, right? Why I put it uppercase, I have no idea. But yeah, exactly. This family name. First female name. Male. Family name. Female. And male. Yeah, like that. So now... And this, I think we can just read it from the XML, right? It's not very clear to me what the hell is this, but... Spelling. Spelling is the thingy. The main text. The main text. So where do we put that? Because here is inside entry, right? But so we put it here. No, because it needs to be by... it needs to be for each of the... Yeah, but it's like this, right? Yeah, it's like this. Yes, it is. It is. Mean like max lang. It is. It is that for sure. So it will be like this, right? Min and max. Min and max, right? And then these two values will be used when you do the generate, right? When you do the generate. I mean, not here, but when you do the generate name. So generate name actually Generator type, generate name. Yeah, exactly. So inside of this, he has high and low. So in theory, high and low are not needed anymore, right? Let me just comment it a second. But so yeah, I think that these are not. Why this is recursive? Huh? What? I'm a bit confused now. Name buffer. No, it's a different function. No, it's a different function. I was getting fooled. I was getting fooled by the fact that the same function name, but actually was a different thingy. Exactly. So he will have that information directly inside of this. So this will be min length and max length, right? Exactly. So it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. Okay. So for example, if I go now for example, if I go very short, like 3.5, I can say that let me recompile that meanwhile. We can say that, for example, the Enki last name is shorter, right? The Enki last name is, for example, 3.4, right? Just to test the fact that we are properly reading those values. Yeah, I'm gonna go as well, Hula. I think I'm gonna go soon. Soon, Nerinos. Gonna go soon. Tomorrow morning I have some stuff early, unfortunately. Yeah. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, fuck. Hey, here there will be a lot of stuff to change. Yeah, we will have to change stuff also in the blueprints, but fine. But I think overall this is a better system, so... Right? There is a better system because it's more open to customization in the phonetic file. So I could give it to someone, right? Some of you, and maybe you will do it. No? Now that you know how it works, you can say, yes, I want to do it. I think probably an Excel file with the... I don't know. I don't know what is the easiest way, right? Maybe an Excel file is the easiest way. If I put the breakpoint here, it will do all the 10. Yes, it will. So we said the last name must be shorter, right? Yeah, in fact, you see that he did it. Yeah, he did it. He did it very well. He did it very, very well. I like this. I like this. I mean, maybe now the patterns are a bit too little because they are a bit repetitive, right? So if you look at the names, Sausira, Eraziz, Iririr, Shasi, Asashai, Isitit, Sesha, Izizir, City. So it seems that it is a bit too much on those letters, but I think I like it anyway. I think I like it. So if you're generating a name like this, right, these names look way more like Enki than before, right? And I think if we do the, yeah, I think it's very good. I think it's very good. It pretty much works, guys. It pretty much works. The problem now is to identify the proper patterns here, right? To identify the proper patterns here. But I think with a bit of ChatGPT and Claude and, you know, we can probably do it. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to bed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time. I think that I will probably not be here on Wednesday, but yeah, I will be here tomorrow. Okay, we will see. Bye bye. Bye bye.